again, my little yarnivores and spiderettes. Fiber Spider back again with another tutorial just for you. Hello there. Hope all of you are doing well today. I'm doing pretty spiffy because, yep, it's that time of the week where I get to show you a new stitch. This is called the cat stitch, or as I like to think of it, the pretty kitty stitch. Yes, it is adorable. It works up fast, and I really like it. And for those of you that aren't seeing what I'm seeing at the moment, okay. Little head, little body, and two little paws hanging down, hugging the cats in the previous round. Absolutely love it. It works up quickly. You're working into stitch spaces as opposed to into the actual stitches. So yes, it works up very, very fast, and you change the color of the yarn every 3 rows. So it would make an awesome stash buster. And, as long as, of course, you are using the same fiber content and the same weight of yarn, yes, this would be an awesome stash buster. Whether it's for a scarf, a wrap, a blanket, or, just a cat lover in your life, I think it's adorable. Now, for this particular piece that I'm working on, I used Red Heart Super Saver with just 3 different colors so that there is some cohesion to it. And because this is a weight of 4 yarn, I used a size J, which is a 6mm size crochet hook. And so without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so for this tutorial, I'm going to be using, by the way, the same hook size and the same yarn weight. As far as the base chain, you're going to need a multiple of 5. That's it. No add-ons or anything weird. It's just a multiple of 5. So yes, you can make this as wide or as narrow as you want to. Right here, I have a total of 30 chains, just to give you an idea. But yeah, you can go, crazy or not crazy, whatever the case may be. The only thing I would suggest perhaps is make up a swatch first to determine, based on your gauge and your tension, yarn weight, hook size, etc. Make up a swatch first, and then from that swatch, then you can determine how many multiples of 5 you would need for your desired width. All right, so get your multiple of 5 ready, and we shall get started. Okay, first 2 rows are going to be sort of our foundation rows. So for row 1, start off by doing a double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. And the chains that we're skipping are going to count as the first double crochet. So right now, technically we have 2 double crochet stitches right out of the gate. From here, skip 4 chains into the 5th chain. We're going to work a double V cluster. So into that 5th chain, it's going to be 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. So double, double, chain 1, and 2 more doubles into that same stitch. Okay, skipping the next 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, into that 5th chain, another double V cluster. So 2 doubles, chain 1, and 2 more doubles. Skip the next 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, into that 5th, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. And you're going to be doing a lot of this for this particular stitch pattern. Okay, and looks like we got another one to go. So skip the next 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, into that 5th, another double V. So 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 more doubles, okay, so right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 chains left over. So because we started with 2 double crochets, we need to end with 2 double crochets. So skip the next 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, into that 5th double crochet, and into the last chain, another double crochet. So you start and finish with 2 double crochets, and that sort of frames it out rather nicely. All right, onwards to row 2. Row 2. Row 2 is our second foundation row. Start off by chaining up 2 for your first double crochet. If you prefer chaining up 3, more power to you. I think that chaining up 2 looks better. That's just me. So after chaining up 2, double crochet into the second double crochet stitch. There we are. And then into the chain spaces of your double V clusters, create new double V clusters. So into that chain space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. And we're going to do this all the way across until the end. It's really, really, really that easy. So 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, next chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 more doubles, next chain space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, and got one more to go into that chain space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, oops, come on, there we go. And then into the last 2 double crochets, double crochet into each. The first one is easy enough. The second one is always a little bit fiddly, but I do believe that it's worth doing right. So if you turn your chain just a little bit, you can actually see the 2 loops of the V that you need to go into right in there and do your last double crochet. Takes a little bit more effort, but I think it is well worth it because you get a nice clean edge right there. All right, so that is the end of our foundation. So actually at this point, I'm going to cut my yarn. Leave a little bit of tail so that you can sew in your ends later. And pull out your loop. And now we get to start in on with the next color. Let's get to it. Okay, so rows 3, 4, and 5 are going to be the repeat for the rest of the entire project. And you just keep changing your yarn color, every 3 rows, 3, 4, and 5. So for row 3, it's the only really different row because we're going to be creating the little cat paws, the little footsies. So through this stitch where we had cut our yarn, put your hook through that stitch, grab your new color of yarn. Be sure to leave yourself a bit of a tail for sewing in ends later, and pull that yarn through that old stitch, and then chain up 2 for your first double crochet. Turn the work. Get your little tails out of the way. and double crochet into that second double crochet stitch. So we have ourselves a little situated here. Now let me get my tails out of the way there. Okay, now to create the little cat tootsies, little toe beans, we're going to be doing a double crochet, but we're going to be doing 2 double crochets together underneath this little bridge right here. So yarn over, go underneath the bridge, grab that yarn. It's a little bit fiddly, especially at first, but grab that yarn underneath that bridge, pull it up, and pull through 2. Okay. And then going to do that again. Yarn over, going underneath that bridge, pull up the yarn, pull through 2, and then pull through all 3. So it doesn't look like anything at the moment. I know that, but it will. The illusion happens over time. So those are our little cat tootsies. And then into the chain 1 space, another double V cluster. So 2 doubles, chain 1, and 2 more doubles. And then we need to create some more little cat tootsies. So into this space down here, so going past this one and then this one going to that space, yarn over, going into that bridge space, pull up your yarn, pull through 2, yarn over, go into that same space, pull up the yarn, pull through 2, then pull through all 3. And you want to go, perhaps a little bit on the loose side so that your work does not pucker too much. It takes practice. So got another chain 1 space. So 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, the vast majority of this stitch are the double V clusters. Okay, so we have to do another pair of paws. So underneath the space, pull up that yarn, pull through 2, yarn over, go in, pull up the yarn, pull through 2, then pull through all 3. Double V into the chain space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, okay, we need some more cat paws down here. Yarn over into the space, pull up the yarn, pull through 2, yarn over into the space, pull up the yarn, pull through 2, and then pull through all 3. And what you could do, if you want your paws to be a little bit skinnier, you could, of course, do just 1 extended double crochet, but I think he looks better with, his fat little tootsies. All right, then into the chain 1 space, another double V, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 more doubles, okay, so we still have another space to go down into. And yeah, the one at the end is also a little bit fiddly, but it's worth doing well. So into that space, yarn over, pull up your yarn, pull through 2, yarn over, pull up your yarn, pull through 2, and then pull through all 3. And at this point, you're going to want to scooch those tootsies to the side a little bit. And then we're going to go into the last 2 doubles with double crochets. So double, and into the top of that first double, another double crochet. And there you go. So that is row 3. Nice and pretty. All right, let's move on. Okay, so row 4 and 5 are exactly the same. Very stress-free. So we're going to keep the same yarn color for now. And so for row 4 and 5, start by chaining up 2, turn the work, double crochet into that second double crochet stitch, and double V into the chain 1 space. That's it. That's all there is to it. So 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, next chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, next chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, and excuse me. All right, from here, we're going to skip over this 2 together, and we're going to go directly into the last 2 double crochet stitches. So skipping this one here, going in to the last 2 doubles with double crochet stitches. And there you are. So let's do row 5 together as well. Why not? We could also talk a little bit about yarn colorways. So start off by chaining up 2, turn the work, double crochet into that second double crochet stitch, and then do your double V clusters into the chain 1 spaces. Now, a word about colorways. Initially, when I was starting in on my project, instead of, let me just grab my piece here. See, I went from a color to a white, a color to a white, a color to a white, and I wanted to do that for a very distinct reason, so that the cats, that are either sort of like this gorgeous, rust color, and the ones that are charcoal color, they would pop more, okay? And that was a very deliberate choice on my part, because initially I went from charcoal to rust to white, charcoal, rust, white, and actually a lot of the detail was getting a little bit muddled. Now, by having that high contrast with utilizing the white every other series of cats, the cats definitely popped more. So I would suggest that you use a high amount of contrast if you can. Otherwise, it's going to sort of meld and merge into itself. I think also that with this particular pattern that a quick changing variegated would look awesome. I really do. Because the cats themselves are actually really quite simplistic in their silhouette. But I would suggest very strongly that if you are going to do that, again, do a high contrast above and below it so that those cats do pop. Usually I tend to stray away from the quick changing variegateds, but there are a lot of cats out there that have really funky fur patterns. And I think that that gives them a lot of unique personality and character. So why shouldn't they in this pattern? But yes, flank those sections with high contrast color. Otherwise, they will get lost. Okay, so we're up to the last 2 double crochets. So double crochet into each of those 2. There we go. Ta-da! And then, yes, you can cut your yarn because we've done the full 3 rows for the repeat. So yeah, I'm going to cut my yarn, pull out my tail, and there you go. So yeah, it's just rows 3, 4, 5 over and over again. Now, when it is time to finish, what I would suggest is cap off your piece with 1 more row. And I'm going to do that together because it is a row 3, so we can sort of review that together once again. So let's do that now. So after doing your repeats of 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 as many times as you want to, I would suggest ending on a row 3 to sort of finish up your piece. So again, going through that last stitch after we cut our yarn right through there, grab your new yarn, pull it on through, chain up 2, turn the work, get your tail out of the way, double crochet into that second double crochet stitch, and then we're going to create our little cat paws once again. So yarn over, going underneath the second bridge, 1, 2, the second bridge, going underneath there, pull up your yarn, pull through 2, yarn over, going into that same space, pull up your yarn, pull through 2, and then pull through all 3. Going into the chain space, double V, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 more doubles, more cat paws, little toe beans. So underneath the second bridge, yarn over under the second bridge, pull up your yarn, pull through 2, yarn over into the same space, pull up your yarn, pull through 2, pull through all 3, into the chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. There we go. Into that second space, yarn over into the space, pull up the yarn, pull through 2, yarn over into the space, pull up the yarn, pull through 2, pull through all 3. Next chain space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 more doubles, okay, more toe beans. yarn over, into the space, pull up your yarn, pull through 2, yarn over, into the space, pull up your yarn, pull through 2, pull through all 3. Next chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, and 1 more pair of toe beans. So into that space you yarn over, into the space, pull up your yarn. Oops, I missed my plies. That's okay. Into the space, pull up your yarn, pull through 2, yarn over, into the same space, pull up your yarn, pull through 2, pull through all 3, and then finish up by doing 2 double crochets, 1 into each stitch. Double and double, and there you go. And then of course, if this is in fact, the finishing edge of your piece, you can cut your yarn and pull out your loop, and you got a bunch of little pretty kitties. Yeah, finishes it up really, really nicely, I think. And then of course, yes, I would suggest taking your 2 tails, tying them together, and then working them through your piece. Finish it up nice. And there you go. Alrighty. Alrighty, my dears. So that's going to conclude today's tutorial on how to do the cat stitch. Really hope that you liked it, and if you did, please give a little thumbs up button down below, because you know that I appreciate your appreciation as always. And in the comments section, I want to hear from you. What sorts of yarns, what sorts of colorways, what sorts of projects are you going to do with this particular stitch? I think actually, this just came to me, a cat cardigan, a catigan would look absolutely adorable, I think. I mean, there are a lot of possibilities because it is such a simplistic stitch, and I think that there's a lot of, wiggle room for creativity about the different kinds of things that you could do. So let me know. Always interested in hearing from you guys about your creative journey. And you know what to do until next time, right? I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, stay stitching, and please stay safe. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now, everybody, and have a great day.